Today we're in downtown Dallas in the Dallas Arts District, talking with the iconic Craig Hall about the Hall Arts Hotel. And as you will see, this is not just Craig's hotel, it's his home. Let's find out why.
The Arts District of Dallas is the largest contiguous one-area arts district in the United States in any city.
I just love your location.
Yeah,
I love where
come
it
on
is.
in. I've grown up with art as a critical part of my life, and I love sharing it. This is Alicia Watt. See, this is tambourines. I never would have thought tambourines could look cool. This is Claire Woods. This one we call the nose. Pedro Reyes is a great artist out of Mexico City. I don't know if you have ever seen when you were a kid growing up, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh yeah.
So this is my idea of Mr. Potato Head. So everything's a little different. Art in general, I think, makes us feel life, and it gives us a sort of a positive energy.
How did you get into art?
My mother was an art teacher, and I started collecting posters when I was in my early teens, and I've never looked back. You know, as a company, we have right now over 900 pieces of art.
Did you pick it? Did you have help?
I have help. I have help. A lady named Virginia Shore out of Washington, D.C., and then Patricia Meadows helped with the photographs, which are in every one of the rooms and suites. So we ran a contest to get these photographs, and we had professional photographs, and then we had amateurs. And we compensated all of them for doing it, and then we created a book, and all the proceeds go to the Arts District nonprofits. I'm not in it for the money per se. The money comes from doing it right. Yep. But it's all about having the excitement of making a difference and doing something that you can really affect people's lives and make a difference.
All right, please tell me how you got into this business.
Well, I actually grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which was a university town. Still is, University of Michigan. Great school. I started by buying one rooming house. And the reason I bought the rooming house is when I was 16, I was elected mayor for a day in Ann Arbor. And that experience taught me in my one day there that there was a real housing problem, and that the landlords, kind of pejorative term landlord, were really unfair to the student tenants. And so in my one day as mayor, I couldn't fix it. I tried, you know, I tried to pass resolutions, and city council was very uncooperative. So, yeah, still, yeah, it's gotten worse. So I decided I would buy a rooming house and prove that you could do everything right and make a little profit and be a good guy. And I thought good guys could be winners. And so I had $4,000 that I had saved from age 8. I didn't understand that I should have kept a little bit of reserve. I put the entire $4,000 as down payment. And
Thought that was it.
I just fell in love with the business.
What is this? This bar, restaurant?
This is the bar area, and then goes kind of into the restaurant.
What's the name of the restaurant?
You know, I think, I can't remember. Oh, Ellie's. Who is Ellie?
Who is Ellie?
All right, so Ellie was my mother, and my mother, I'm gonna tell you a little secret as long as you don't tell anyone, all right?
Promise.
She wasn't a great cook.
Whoops.
Oops,
Okay. Things happen.
But anyway, yeah.
Things happen. Great mom.
Yeah, but she was a great
Terrible
mom.
cook.
Yeah, but she has a restaurant. You know,
Right.
yeah, it's
Lifelong
legacy. It's a
dream.
legacy. Yeah, well, yeah, she was a great artist, but it taught art school and loved kids. And
Oh, so she
had a lot of redeeming qualities.
She's who we bought for all the art.
Actually, yes. But you know what else we can blame her for? This is a great story. I just love my mother. So, no, she has incredible courage. And so the day in World War II, it comes out on the radio one day that we're forming a new branch of the service for women. You can join the Navy and go to war. She signed up an hour later, and she did go to war, and that's how she met my dad, and the rest is history. But
What did she do?
She this is also wild. She taught pilots how to navigate. In those days, you navigated planes in World War II from the stars, celestial navigation. Teague, what is your guess? What do you think this light? All right, I'm going to give you a hint.
Thank you.
It's an asteroid.
Oh.
Doesn't it look like an asteroid now? No.
Now it does?
Yes.
You tell me.
So that's a molecule, each one of these little pieces. So as you can see, there were more people in the bar than in the fitness center.
Yeah, there were.
I think people come back to a hotel that has a great fitness center. Right through that door is the residential building. And I have in my home my own fitness area, and then we have a residential fitness area, but I literally come and use this one. So when I went to buy my second building, I of course had no money. And I had to think about it for a while. I thought, I shouldn't let that get in my way. So I went around to students at the University of Michigan, and I said, if you give me $200, I will make you a partner in this building. I bought 25 buildings in about 18 months.
Yeah, and what year was this?
1968 and 69.
$200 a lot of money for a college student.
Oh, but you'd be surprised. They lined up. In fact, I did so much of that about 2.5 years into it, I got a call from this guy, and he said, his name is Hugh Makins. He said, do you know who I am? I said, no. He said, well, I'm the securities director of the state of Michigan, and I hear you're selling illegal securities. And I said, what's a security? And we went from there. And he became a really good mentor and teacher. He gave me a choice. I could either learn or I could go to jail. And I learned quick. I was a quick learner. I did learn. I also became a model citizen of how to do limited partnerships the right way. Things come out better or worse than you think, but this piece, I just really love it.
That looks like horses running.
Yeah,
I mean, all kinds of stuff.
No, you're right, but that's what you're supposed to do. And you can see different things, different times, and depending upon how far back you're standing or how close. And then we built kind of a sculpture walk going up this whole way here.
So this is all you too?
Yeah.
For your waterfall?
Yeah.
Because that's you.
Yep.
This.
Yeah. No, that's my office commute.
Yeah, how's business?
It is a challenge, but we'll get through it. We've been through worse. Business is all about being creative and hustling, and most of my career has been kind of marketing-oriented, challenge-oriented.
But so how many downturns have you really been through?
That's a great question. I think I counted up that I've been through 6 different downturns. The downturn in 1986, which really extended for real estate into the early 1990s, was in many ways worse than the Depression of the 1930s. In the 1980s, we got in serious financial trouble. We were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I take responsibility for a lot of it. But anyway, so I went through from 1986 to early 1990s, just the agony of being in the business of survival. In the 1980s, the federal policy was get those borrowers, go get them. And our policy this time was, let's figure out ways to work through this, and that this is a unusual crisis, nobody's fault.
What do you think some of the long-term effects will be here for?
The technology to be able to work from home and all that was sort of started, but it's on steroids now. And we don't know how the nature of work is going to change. We're still in the middle of figuring that out. We're still trying to figure out how do they affect physical buildings. I think the future is all about health, wellness, and environment. I think a lot of people hopefully will be taking their life more seriously about what's important to them. I think it was a wake-up call for many people to say, hey, I wasn't happy doing what I was doing, and then I had a point where I couldn't do it anyway, so now I'm going to figure out something else to do. And that's not a bad thing at all, and that's a good thing. This hotel is not about anything but passion. When it becomes not a passion project, I'll be leaving it to someone else. I mean, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you shouldn't do it.
Craig, thank you.
My
This was
pleasure.
great.
Thank you very
Beautiful
much.
hotel.
Welcome in
Very
Dallas
glad to be.
anytime, and I'll look forward to seeing you in Atlanta.
Can't wait to see you.
All right.
Thanks.
Now let's see if we can get in here.
All right, let's go check.
I think they have enough. Oh,
We're locked out.
I tell you what, they won't let me in anywhere.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I know. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, I guess so.